everyone, and my name is Yula, and today we're gonna read Ivy and Bill's story, Take the Case story, starting at Undercover Job story, starting at Undercover story, yes. And then I'm reading it the next time. Now, ready for read this one book and a lot of stories. Now here we go, and before you look at my YouTube, please don't say my YouTube. Now let's start reading. Here we go. Undercover job story. In front of every house on Pancake Court there was a yard. There was a sidewalk. After that come the cove, and then came the street. At the front of every yard, near the sidewalk, there was a little cement rectangle. Yes, rectangle. Every house on Pancake Court had one of these little cement rectangles in the front of it. But every little cement rectangle had a small hole in it. Ben had known this for years, but Ben was under the rectangle. Ben didn't know. It would be a tunnel that led to the center of an earth. It could be anything. Ben crouched over a little cement rectangle in the front of her house and peered into the hole. No good. She couldn't see anything. She lay down in the grass and put her eye over the hole. Nothing but darkness. "What's down there?" said a voice. "Yikes!" squawked Ben, flopping over like a pancake. It was Ivy leaning over her. "What are you doing?" It's hard to be told why you're flying flat on your back, but Ben was tried. "I'm cracking a case." "You're what?" "It means like solving a mystery," Ben said. She sat up. "I'm practicing to be a private investigator, PI for short." "PI?" said Ivy. 31415. No, what? Not that one. PI stands for Private Investigator. You know, someone who solves the mysteries like AI7? AI who? asked Ivy. So Ben explained for anything about AI7 and 7 falls. For a while, Ivy thought that AI7 was a 7, but soon she understood. Ben told her about how AI7 had found the clues and rubbed his face. She told Ivy about how AI7 snuck after people and spied on them and asked the hard questions. How AI7 spied on Slammy Barba and saw him put on the money in the mailbox. And then about how AI7 gave money to a girl named Laura. Why do he do that?" asked Ivy. Ben shrugged. "Don't know, but then he sits on the car for a long time, and then the police come and some newspaper guys, and he is a big hero, but he doesn't care. He just walks off alone in the alley." Wow, Ivy impressed. "So," Ben said, "I'm going to be PI, and I'm going to solve mysteries." Ivy looked around Ben's front yard. "What mystery are you solving now?" "The mystery under the cement rectangle." Ben answered. "Hey," Ivy said, "I've always wondered about that." "That's what makes it a mystery," said Ben. She rolled her over and looked into a hole again. "I'm trying to see into it, but it was too dark. So now," she hooked a finger to the hole. "Ew, slimy." But AI7 would get a little slim on top of him. And neither would Ben. She pulled, and the cement rectangle made a scarping sound, just as she thought. It was like a lid. She opened she opened, yes, and then she opened the sea, the Seaman's Rectangle Poop Award. Wow, said Ivy, bending over Rectangle in the grass. Underneath the cement lid, down below slime. Down below the grass, there was rectangular space full of slime. In the middle of the space stood a gray machine with a tail on it. Pipes came from its side and disappeared into the ground. Hey, look at that, said Sophie as from the street, bending over Ben. I always want to know what was under there. The mystery of what's under the cement rectangle has now been solved. Spin said it felt good to have an answer. Sophie peered to the hole. You think the same thing is inside all of them? There is only one way to find out, said Ben, the PI. Special delivery chapter. Now it's a special delivery chapter. I think Ben and Ivy and Sophia is giving a special delivery, and then they have solved a mystery about the cement hole. So now they might be really great at solving this mystery, but I think there's some special delivery to solve this mystery for real, because maybe there's a lot of things inside from other house and or nothing inside in the cement hole for another house. So they need to solve a mystery and they need to solve out. But I think they were gonna solve the mystery from the special delivery. Let's see it for tomorrow, maybe. If I had a lot of time to read all of this story, then I was gonna read all of this story for today and read a new beginning new stories for tomorrow. But if you want to know the special delivery, then please buy it and read it by yourself. Great idea. Now, please thumbs up my YouTube if you did. Thumbs up my YouTube before you look at my YouTube, and have a nice day. Bye bye, everyone.